girl. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey, everyone. Even though, we're just tapping in. We live, baby.
Live, baby.
Yes. Honestly, y'all.
It's Friday. I hope y'all had a great week. Work week, whatever kind of week it was. Even if it wasn't great, you pushed through it. Remember that?
Yes, honestly, I had to take a deep breath because it's been a long week, okay? Now, last week was a little bit more complicated for me, y'all, because my mental health was all over the place. It was too much. I didn't know which way, up and down, what was going on. But guess what, baby? I pushed through, baby.
Exactly. Yeah. So come on in. I know this is not our usual night, but we wanted to pop up with a show tonight, okay? So we are here live and ready to roll.
I don't think we're ready to roll just yet, Miss Danielle.
We're ready to roll, you know what I'm saying? Come on in, feel the vibe to the neo soul. You know,
Yes.
do all that.
Yes, of course. So I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, I love y'all so much. From the bottom of my heart, I miss y'all. When we are not on the screen, I really do be missing y'all, our viewers and supporters, our day ones. We really appreciate y'all from the bottom of our heart.
Yeah, we do.
I'm gonna cry soon. I am. So while y'all joining us, we just want to go ahead and update y'all on a few things that we have going up. Miss D and Miss Danielle, y'all can take it away.
Yes, so stay tuned. We have a merchandise drop coming to y'all. So stay tuned, all our
Bob
fans.
with devoted support.
Yes, I was gonna say coming to y'all. Let's make it
We're
clear.
about to go to
Okay.
y'all
Well,
our devoted supporters, subscribers, you know, those Raw Nations, hashtag Raw Nation in the comments.
subscribers, newsletter subscribers, those folks.
Yes, day one. So stay on the lookout for that. We will be inboxing y'all with more details and more information. Also,
So just kicking the kickoff winner for this month of July is Isaiah Mason.
Yes. Congratulations. Personally, that's my actual brother.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I love that you won because I feel like you deserved it. So
Yes.
we are going to shout you out after the show. A picture of you and your babies. Just making a post like we always do for everybody who win our Just Kicking Kickoff.
yes.
So congrats, bro, for the Just Kicking Kickoff winner this month.
And we can go ahead and tag him, let him know he won for July. All right. So,
And I think that's our first man, just or like
yes, it
is. Second or third, but you know we don't get that many men winners, so I'm happy about that. So
y'all see my sound?
yes, men.
So men, please continue to enter into our Just Kicking It Kickoff giveaways because y'all matter just as much as our beautiful queens. Y'all matter as well, kings. Okay?
And
So
we
that's
got to
it,
give
y'all.
y'all giving and catering to y'all men as well, so please enter.
So Miss D, were you able to tag him or should I go ahead and do that? Miss D
But
struggling
also,
a little
along
bit.
with the other announcements, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
go ahead. Okay.
that we just stated, our events are about to start coming up. Y'all know wrong.
We can't tell y'all too much.
You know, some things, and they're going some things in the mix, so be expecting those events to pop up, okay?
Yes.
The first one's coming up really soon, so make sure you stay tuned. And again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe on YouTube, like, follow, share. Also, sign up for the newsletter so you'll be one of the first ones to know about all this, okay?
That's what I was just about to say. You know, the Raw, our events, like you said, the events coming up, and you know if you subscribe, you're going to be the first to know before everybody else on what events is coming up and know all the tea.
Exactly. Anyway, we got some good stuff for y'all tonight. And have fun in there. So come on in. Did we take Isaiah?
I'm doing that now.
Okay.
Thank you for the love. We love you.
Yes.
So, Miss Danielle, while you're waiting on me, okay, do you want to go ahead and spill the tea? Do you want to go ahead and talk to how y'all You want to go ahead and talk to the viewers? Because do y'all get the feeling that she rushing me tonight?
I'm not rushing her, you know what I'm saying? But what is the tea? Because I don't know what the tea is.
You got some tea for us.
What's the tea? But we can come up with the tea though, okay?
I'll
can
tell you what
definitely come
the
up
tea
with
is,
the tea.
is while we waiting on her. The tea is, because you know I was Miss D with the tea.
You
It's
are
been a while, you know. So, anybody else find it weird how all of a sudden Offset and Cardi got a music video from the movie Baby Boy only like 2 or 3 months after Big Drip and, well, I call him Big Drip because, you know, he always dripping. Moneybag and Glow had their video giving homage and did the whole Baby Boy thing. And now all of a sudden y'all want to come and do a whole
Hey,
Baby Boy
Madison,
music
love you,
video.
baby.
Hey.
So the tea she spilled honestly is irrelevant.
I don't know nothing about
because you
well, I
know.
don't know nothing about these videos, so I'm gonna have to check it out. But
Hey,
let me
girl,
get
love
to
you.
the tea that I want to speak on since she talked about the tea. Did y'all see about Jess Hilarious and the transgender? I don't know her name. I know she's famous as well. You know, I never heard of her into this controversy with Jess Hilarious. But did y'all see, you know, the controversy of women versus, I want to say versus transgender women and women
So
not
right
having
now,
their
if you're
own
just joining
identity?
us, hey baby, we love y'all. They just joining in, and you and Miss D are giving the tea. But we're gonna have to hold off on that, okay? We're gonna have to let you talk about
She put
body.
us on hold, but she wanted us to spill the tea.
We're gonna let you talk about body and her husband. You know, after. We just had a runner. He's a runner. He's a trust. So Miss Day, you'll have to step to the side. But like we said, up next, Raw is going to be really busy. We're getting our busy season. Stay tuned for what we have coming. If you are not subscribed or signed up for our newsletters, please do. That is how you win coupons, discounts. We give away money. We give away prizes. I mean, Raw does everything, y'all. Come on now. If you're not honestly, by now, if you're not in tune with Raw, you missing out. You've been missing out.
I mean, y'all know what we do. I mean, y'all see
that
what we
means
do
that
all
you've been
the time.
missing out for about to be 3 years. Get it too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, John.
Hey. Mwah, mwah, mwah. We love you, baby.
Yes.
We love you. Okay, so if you're not in tune with Kicking It Raw, you definitely should join the wave. Hashtag Raw Nation. Hashtag Raw Into Women. Hashtag Kicking It Raw. Hashtag Raw. Definitely tap in. We're going on 3 years of business. I'm so proud of my team, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. God is good. Give it up for God. God is good, baby. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into the real tea. Now, I know y'all seen that Miss Danielle and Miss D was trying to spill their tea, which was about Offset and Cardi, and something about Jess Hilarious and the LGBTQ, I think I said it right, community, okay? And we'll talk about that some other time, but I really want to get into detachment tonight. So let's turn it down just a tad bit, Miss Danielle. And let's go ahead and get into it. Miss D, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I don't know what we're talking about. You got to surprise me with it. So
How are you feeling?
we ain't know what
I'm
the conversation about
fine.
tonight.
All right. So first of all the viewers that's joining us, I see all y'all. I love y'all so much, and I thank y'all. Okay.
Yes, hey y'all. Hey,
Yes,
Janine.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the love.
Hey,
All right.
Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Hey, bro. Madison, I'm here, y'all. It's
Hey,
a lot.
Madison.
It's a lot of people's names. I miss y'all. Y'all click Miss Danielle. She gonna step to the side real quick. Miss Danielle. Miss Danielle. Okay, Miss D, you want to talk to the viewers real quick before I get this together? I don't want to skip over her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you
I
told
got-
us to stop with the tea after you told us to
It's
stop.
going down tonight. We're talking about detachment. Tag your friends, your family, your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your auntie, your siblings, your nieces, your nephews.
Just tag your whole
family.
friend list at
Yes,
this point.
because honestly, this is an important topic that we all need to come together. We all need to talk about. We all need to master. and I really want us to get deep into this, and I really want us to jump into it, okay? We just waiting on Miss Danielle, but in the meanwhile, we hope y'all had a great week.
Yes.
You know, we're at the weekend now. Honestly, I don't have any plans this weekend but to breathe, and if something comes along, it comes along. I am ready to take me a quick little trip. You know, me and the team. You know, we going on 3 years of business. I'm very thankful and proud of us. I mean, I couldn't be more thankful and blessed for the team that I have. Miss D, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I keep over here thinking about, I think it's just time. I need to go somewhere and get on the beach and just put my feet in the sand and my cheeks. That's it. That's all I keep doing.
Do it, girl. Do it. Don't let it stop you.
I need to go on somebody's beach and put my cheeks and feet in the sand. That's all I need. And just let the water run all over me and enjoy the
sunset.
sunset.
All you gotta do, you know, the beaches are free, y'all. So all you gotta do is find the time, drive up there, or ride with somebody, roll with somebody, and just make it happen. You know.
Yes.
We all need that peace of mind right there. Okay.
It's time, yeah. It's time. I need
all right, we waiting on Miss Danielle, y'all, so we can talk about detachment. We honestly think, because she keep fixing her dress, we think she went to get a quickie. Something going on there, a little fishy.
What?
Yeah, yes. Y'all see her. She fixing it. See?
Who tells people?
Yeah. I mean, we really wrong. We really wrong.
Ain't nobody going to get none of that going on.
Okay,
yeah,
she's a girl. Okay, she fixed her. Okay, good girl.
Okay, anyway, let's proceed.
Look at her, she's still fixing. Okay, so we're gonna dive straight into it, and I'm sorry, viewers who came on and got off. It was, you know, come join us back, okay? We see that you guys. I see that you guys came on and came off. No worries, our shows are always posted on our Facebook page and also on our website, www.kickingitraw.com, under the Real Chronicles tab, and also our YouTube channel, Kicking It Raw, okay?
Yeah.
Thank y'all, we love y'all. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into detachment. This is serious. So,
hey, Sierra.
Hey, Z,
hey.
Love you.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and get into it, okay? Detachment. Because I know that's why Z on here, because I know she want to hear about this. Because, honestly, a lot of people do want to talk about detachment, but it's not easy to talk about. You get what I'm saying? Miss Danielle, you all right, man?
I'm trying to let you go ahead and get into it.
Okay, so she rushing me. Okay, so first question of tonight, and Miss D, are you going to be writing the questions in there?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Okay. When you hear the word detachment, what does that mean to you? Name your first 3 words. So I'm going to read that again. When you hear the word detachment, what does that mean to you? Name your first 3 words. I think we're going to go ahead and start with Miss, she's typing. We're going to start with Miss Danielle. She's going to write the question in the comments like we always do. Y'all know we got y'all. So y'all can also open honestly with your answers and feel safe. This is a safe space. This is a judgment-free zone, okay? And actually, you know, we're going to go ahead and let the people know who don't know, you know, what's really up, because, you know, we always do our intro. So, thank you for joining Kicking It Raw. My name is Tamika, of course.
Yeah, I'm Miss Danielle.
I'm Miss D.
And, of course, it's the platform for both men and women to come together where we always keep it real and raw.
And as always, this is a judgment-free zone. No negativity of any kind. You will be sent, you will be deleted and blocked immediately.
No negativity, all love on this platform.
In every podcast that we have every other Saturday, but today is special, we always talk about topics such as attachment, relationships, sexual, education, anything, politics, you name it, we're talking about it. So, if you got anything that you want to speak about, make sure you inbox us. Now, to get to the question that she asked that's now in the chat, the first thing that comes to my mind...
3 words, just 3 words only.
I got it, girl, I got it. The first thing that comes to my mind when I heard the word detachment for me would be separation, loneliness, I had to tongue tie, and
take your time, because this is a good one.
I said separation, loneliness, and
3 words.
Different.
Okay, so she
Yeah.
chose.
So separation, loneliness, and different.
Okay, could you hashtag those in there, please? So Miss Danielle chose separation, loneliness, and difference. Okay, and we'll get to that in a second on why you chose those, okay?
Right. Hey, Shania.
Hey, Miss Lee. How are you, boo?
Hey, boo.
Thank you
I
for
can
joining
type
us.
to see why you answering.
Okay.
Okay, so she has it. So, all right. So when you hear the word, Miss D, or viewers and supporters, when y'all hear the word detachment, what does that mean to you? Name the first 3 words that come to mind. Detachment.
Unknown.
Mm.
Fear.
Ooh, yeah.
Sadness.
Unknown, fear, and sadness. That's deep. That is deep. Okay. Go ahead and write yours in there. Unknown, fear, and sadness.
I already got it.
Okay, okay, yes, come on. Y'all know she do her thing. Okay. When I hear the word detachment, when I hear the word detachment, I hear peace. I hear strength. And I also hear calmness. Those are the first 3 things that come to my mind.
Okay, I love it.
That's the first 3 things. So before we move on, viewers, okay, we're gonna check the comments to see if any of y'all answered. Okay, we love y'all.
Yeah,
So
tell us some shout outs to the first 3.
yes, and that's deep. So why did you choose the 3 you chose, Ms. Danielle?
All right, so the reason why I chose the 3 that I chose, because simply, detachment to me personally can be very hard. Separation, it's a new life to me. It's not something that was a norm for me. For whatever it is that I'm detaching from, whether it's relationship or job, whatever, it doesn't matter. So it can bring about some kind of anxiety. Loneliness for me. I don't like to personally leave situations. Because it does bring on loneliness to me. And indifference. It's a whole different scenario, a whole different ball game, a whole different life, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah.
Okay. So before we move on, I just want to say you don't like to deal with detachment because it brings that loneliness to you. You know, when you say it brings that loneliness, what do you mean? That feeling, or just overall in your life where you feel like I'm stuck at a standstill and I can't move forward?
Loneliness.
Because just to let you guys know, it's different things, it's different ways of loneliness.
Right. Loneliness for me.
Okay?
I'm fine. Okay, anyway, I forgot what I was about to say. But yes, for me, loneliness is definitely the feeling of not having that whatever that you are used to having. It's a whole different ball game now. You know, you are faced with yourself or whatever the case may be, and it's a whole nother norm for me. So, yeah, emotionally and physically.
So physically, what does that do to you?
Physically, it doesn't really do
Because
much to
I
me.
know the emotion.
It doesn't really do much to me physically. It's just mostly like just knowing that that's a change.
Okay, but you said physical.
Right, because I'm not physically there anymore.
That was deep. Wow.
That was
No,
not deep.
I love them. Did you see?
Like it's a
That
physical-
was.
That was that
Yes.
Or like the aura. You can feel
Listen,
that.
yo, okay? Listen, yo, okay? Did you see the way she worded it? I thought in another way, but when she switched it, I was like, oh, wow. Yeah, so it's getting deep already. Miss D, are you okay?
I mean, that might have been deep song, but
Yeah,
I
like, listen to that. Did you hear that?
It's just the reactions from you and from her face, your reaction. I'm sorry.
Miss Danielle, Is she okay, and you? Because
Yeah,
I'm fine.
I mean, what kind of physical was you referring to?
So when you said physical, I was thinking, you guys, that she was saying like physically, you know, she can't get out of bed.
Oh,
She's
no,
weak.
no.
No, but you have to.
Yeah.
So when she flipped it, I was like, oh,
It's
she's
not
not
being in that
physically in that
state, yeah.
space or whatever. So that was different and that was deep. All right, Ms. D, go ahead and share yours. Why did you choose those three words when you hear detachment?
Because I kind of thought about one for myself and what a lot of people think, even though they might not own up to it or, you know, want to accept it. But and two of them came hand in hand: the unknown and fear. Because with detachment, a lot of people are afraid to detach because of that unknown and the what ifs and what's going to happen after I detach. And then it's because of that, it causes a fear. So most people do not detach. Not me too, or things, we hold on to things because we're afraid of the unknown. And we don't want to accept that unknown or that fear.
True.
And then the sadness is because a lot of times when you do detach, you do go through a lot of sadness or detaching or emotional turmoil. Not just sadness, but that was one of the ones I thought about, because a lot of people do get sad when they detach and end up can't deal with the sadness, so they latch back on to the things that they detached from again and starting that cycle all over again.
That is very true, and I love. First of all, I love the ones you chose. I love the ones you chose because literally everything we just said is like detachment goes so deep, and that is true because a lot of people, they can't handle that loneliness, and then it starts to really mess with them, and then they go right back to the things or people or whatever that broke them, and now they feel like woosah when they connect with this person, place, or thing again, really not knowing that 9 times out of 10 it could possibly break you again.
And it just basically becomes a roller coaster circle. You keep doing it brings relief and comfort for a point in time, and then it hits that turmoil again. Then you
hey Jay, we love you.
Hey.
And Jay said family, past, and self.
Oh, that is deep, Jay. So I just want you to speak on that, okay? So when you say, why did you choose family and you chose, why did you choose family, past, and self when it comes to detachment? Yeah. We want to know more because that was really deep and you really was open about that, and I love it because this is a safe space where you can honestly speak your truth. So I want to know more because that was pretty deep. Yeah. I understand the family part. I understand the self part because honestly, let's be honest. When we're looking at mirror, Jay, we really do sometimes need to detach from ourselves. That was deep. I think I want to know more about the past.
I understand the past part.
I want to know all three because he might not
have that viewpoint. Yeah, you might have that different view.
So why Jay put it in? Go ahead and tell us.
So, for detachment, the reason why I chose peace is because I feel like once you detach from a person, place, or thing that broke you or caused you any type of turmoil internally, I feel like that peace that fucking comes is a whole nother level. Like, it's something that, honestly, let's be honest, a lot of us didn't see coming. Because we didn't see, like, oh my gosh, this is the relief, this is what I really needed. This opened doors for me. So the reason why I feel like peace is one of for me because it hits different. Because let's be honest, when we detach from something, we don't see the peace in it. Let's be real. We're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm stressed, I'm sad, I'm this, what am I going to do? But we don't see that road of peace. We don't see that. So that's why I chose peace. The reason why I chose strength, because it takes a lot of fucking strength to walk away from the people, places, and things that you have to detach from. These things, like Miss Danielle said, that are your norm, that you are collided with, you're one with, that is an attachment. It's hard to break those things at times, and I feel like when you have that strength to say, okay, this is enough, it's strength. That's the most powerful thing that a person can do, because detaching from anything or anyone, or hell, like I said, even a place can be hard.
Right.
You're trying to stay out the club. The shit got you there every weekend. Let's just be real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Detachment don't only have to come from a person. It can come from a place or a thing. So let's just also, you know, be open to that. And then the reason why I also chose calmness is because even though you could be battling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with the situation, at the end comes the deep breath of, I made it through the storm. And I feel like we all deserve to have that moment in our fucking life. Period. Come on now. Come on now. We deserve that. Everybody deserves to have that woosah. If you have not had that woosah moment in your life, you fucking deserve it and you better get it. Period.
Yeah, I love everybody's first three and the viewers too, because everybody goes through different phases or emotions. You know, no two people are the same when it comes to, you know, situations. So, okay.
Okay, so we love y'all. We hope that y'all are taking this in and y'all can take this with y'all. And I see that somebody wrote in, so let's see what they have to say.
Jay.
So yes, Jay did respond. He said, family sometimes forget about that your life is yours, which is true. That is a big, because, you know, a lot of families really do, like, and we all love, well, most people are close with their families, and, you know, they tell their family things, and their family are trying to protect them, whether it's from a job, a personal place thing, whatever, you know, but sometimes families do forget that, okay, this is their, you know, their life. So let them deal with it, and then, you know, correlate with that. My past was fucked up, and letting that go may help me to accept future without holding in it regard to that hurt I've had.
Oh, I love that for you.
And he also said, I find myself getting in my own way. I'm looking to grow, and to do that, I gotta shed my outer layer. I love that. You know, that wall that was built out of self-defense, emotional and spiritual.
Yes. Okay, that was deep. Thank you, Jay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, baby. And thank you for sharing your truth.
Exactly.
Because I feel like a lot of people can relate to you in so many ways.
I definitely can.
Yes, a lot of the things that you just said, Jay, a lot of people can relate to. And you just opening up that floor to speak your truth can actually help heal someone else.
But the thing about it is, getting to the point to start shedding that outer layer. You know, I don't know, Jay, if you are, you know, to that point and start doing that. My process is very slow. My layer been thick, well, bolted and everything. So it's gonna take some time for my layer, but you know, we do all have to start that process some way, somehow.
We do, and what I want to say to you, Jay, and I'll let Miss D, because I can tell you got something to say to him too, but a lot that you just said, a lot of us can relate to in some sort of way. And I feel like, Jay, when it comes to your past, even though you owned your shit, you know what I'm saying? You just owned your shit. You put your big boy pants on and you said, my past was fucked up. I fucked up. So in your reality, in your defense for moving forward, it's more so of, I own my shit. I know what I did. So let's look forward to what the fuck I'm going to do. So I feel like for you, you already have that idea and that passion and that vision of, okay, this was my past, but now I'm trying to stop blocking myself from moving forward just because of my past. So I feel like it's not always easy to leave your past in the past. You know, I don't have that issue. I've actually been blessed to not deal with that. I know my sister does, and I know Ms. D does, and other people do. But I'm usually one of those people who leave my past where it's at, and I stay focused on the moment. It might not be as easy for you, but I would say, like Ms. Danielle said, layer by layer, day by day, and just take your time. And what did you want to say to Jay? Love you.
No, I was just saying, I basically can relate to every single one of them that he just spoke on. Like each piece, I can relate to
deep.
Each one from family, past, and self. And it is a day by day because I'm still peeling back a lot of layers. And like Ms. Danielle said, it's definitely built it up, calloused and everything. Got to pull out the drill and the chainsaw and some more. Trust me, it's a lot.
Also for me, I I leave my past in the past, but my past is a part of me, for me personally. I don't, my past is my future and my present. Maybe some things are left there where it's at, but my past is my past along with me. That's perfect for me.
Thank you so much, Jay, for sharing. Whoever that is joining us, we love y'all.
Thank you.
Hey, bro, we just talked about him joining our show tonight, so thank you for joining. Love you.
Hey.
So the next question that we're going to roll into it. Thank y'all for being honest and open. Thank you, Jay.
Yes.
So what does detachment look like for you in your life? Okay, and how have you been able to successfully detach from a person or thing in peace? Ooh.
Okay, so what does detachment look like in your life?
What does detachment look like in your life?
Uh-huh.
We got a track star. We got a track star. We got a track. One moment, we got a track star.
Alright, go ahead. What does detachment look like in your life?
And have you been able to successfully detach from a person or thing in peace? So I'm gonna start this one off, okay? Detachment in my life looks like pain. It looks like I'll say it feels like I'm losing or missing out on something. And it also looks like healing for me. I actually just had to detach from someone recently, and it wasn't that simple. It wasn't that easy. Like Ms. Danielle said, when that's your safe space or your comfort zone, you're not really used to that. So it's all about seeing internally what you're feeling, owning your emotions. I had to learn that a year ago or whatever it was. I can't remember, but owning your emotions, really looking within yourself and seeing your flaws and your fault on what you need to do to move forward. So that's what I had to do. I've been on a healing journey for a while now, and it's the best thing I ever did. The best thing God ever did for me, and the best thing I ever let God lead me to do. So that's how it looks for me in my life. It's a struggle, but it's also light at the end. So let me make that clear, because baby, whoo, like I said, being able to exhale, inhale, exhale, and just breathe is a beautiful thing. Have I been able to successfully detach from a person or a thing in peace? No, I have not been able to successfully detach from someone or a thing in peace because that thing kept coming at me. But I chose to continue to detach myself and not engage in those things or with those people or whatever. So I would say this to say this. Detachment can look different for everyone. Like I said, mine was pain, mine was questionable, mine was confusion. But at the end, I'm great, as y'all can see. I'm not in a straitjacket. I'm not doing nothing crazy. No, seriously. Because detachment can really have people really lose it, and I'm good. I'm covered. I'm protected. So I would say this to say this. At the end of the day, if you cannot detach from something in a peaceful state on your end, not on theirs, or that thing or whatever, because I would say this, but I'm getting tongue-tied. If you cannot detach in a peaceful state, then you are letting something or someone else control you. And you have to choose you. And that's what I did. I don't want anybody else.
Okay, 553, stop calling.
Okay, that's for Miss D. Miss D, she's going to step to the side. She's a runner.
Okay.
She's a runner, y'all. She's a runner. We get a few runners tonight.
553, that's for Miss D.
Yes. So like I stated, you have to have that strength, and you have to actually crave that place of peace. And no, I'm going to go through this hurt and pain. I'm going to be hurt.
Yeah.
I'm going to be going through whatever I'm feeling, but I'm going to sit in that shit, I'm going to feel it, and I'm going to heal through it and get through it. So that's how it looks for me.
Got you. And I'll reiterate. You want to reiterate the question?
Yes. So I'll let Miss Danielle answer. Y'all can answer as well. So what does detachment look like in your life? And how have you been able to successfully detach from a person or thing in peace?
So detachment for me in my life, has honestly had many faces, you know. I've been successful in moments, and then I have relapsed in moments. Then I've been successful in moments, and I relapsed in moments. I've had peace in the moments. I've had happiness in the moments. I've had sadness in the moments. So it really just depends on the light of day, honestly. And also my mood, also my mental, my mind frame, my attitude in the time of, you know, those moments. So detachment for me has looked in many, okay, has looked in many ways.
We have a second runner. We're sorry about that. She's going to get right back to it. I'm not going to jump in because I don't want her to lose her focus. But the question is, if you're just joining us, what does detachment look like for you in your life? And have you been able to successfully detach from a person or thing in peace? Okay? Just think about that and really sit that in your thoughts, in your emotion, in your life experiences, and see truly from the heart, have you been able to successfully detach from a person or a thing in peace? And also, what does it look like for your life? Not from the things you see around you or the people or experiences, from your life. And Ms. Danielle is coming back in just a second, guys. Okay.
I'm back, y'all. Sorry I had to run.
No, you're fine. So we're going to go ahead and let Ms. D answer. But before you answer, Ms. D, we're going to go ahead and get into the comment. All right.
So I do see here, Zier answered. Hey, man.
We're
she
sorry.
said-
We had a runner in the camera. All right, go
Zier
ahead,
said,
Zier.
uninterested, refrain, and loneliness.
You know what? That is deep, Z. And I do want to know more about the ones that you chose and why.
Yes, if
So,
you could tell us
yes,
in the comments, please.
And what does Jay have to say?
And Jay said, currently working on what I shared, but I have successfully detached from me. Starting with forgiveness and humbling myself. Was embarrassed by the underlying truth, but facing the facts made it easier to breathe peacefully. Also, not being afraid. I'm sorry, what did I go? Underlying truth, facing the peaceful. Also, not being afraid to speak the truth out loud. And doing that, I'm able to hear the pain or the triumph in my own story. It's helped me navigate the path I'm on.
Honestly,
Yes.
I really love that for you, Jay, because I had to master that as well. And me and you both know, that's why I'm looking at this camera so seriously. Me and you both know it is not easy looking in that mirror or owning your shit on your faults and what you did and what role you played. That is like dark. I don't think people understand that. That's why a lot of people run around, Jay, and they don't own their shit and they not able to openly be themselves and speak their truth. So you should be proud of just how far you made it to even be able to do that.
Yes.
Like, what? Jay, come on now. You're doing better than you really actually think. Like, that's major. Hat off to you because it's not easy. I literally had to do that recently and it was really dark. It was like looking back at yourself and really seeing like your flaws, your fuck-ups, your mistakes, what you got to do better. That is not easy. So I really applaud you for that. And I applaud your strength. That's what it is. It's strength. Even though if you felt weak in those moments, where you at today, the strength that you've gained from that is major. What did you want to say to Jay? I'm sorry.
I just love it. I mean, you pretty much said everything. And the simple fact that you just accepting it and owning it, that's already a big step because, I mean, that's one of basically the hardest part.
It is. Do you know how tough it is? Go ahead. I'm
Because
sorry.
that truth, one here is different hearing the truth from other people, but when you actually face the truth yourself or realize that truth yourself,
It just hit different.
it's a lot different because people tell you that, but if you have that shell up in that wall and you still denying the truth, like you basically, you hear, like part of it's going through to you. but you're not getting that full impact because you still have that wall or that denial right there to help safety net to bounce some of it off. But when you say it to yourself, like you full on take in that full truth, and that has no choice but to settle in there and for you to actually own it and realize it and actually think about it.
That's
And
so true.
A lot different.
And it hit different, and it can hurt, you know. It can make you cry. It can make you sad. It can make you relive everything that you don't want to relive, everything that you don't want to be reminded of. But that is bold of you, Jay. That is so bold, and I love you for that. Now, Miss D.
Hey, Keita.
Hey, sis. We love you. Thank you for joining us tonight. We talk about detachment, and I know you want to join in on it. So thank you so much for being here, beautiful. Love you.
Yes.
So, Miss D, I'm going to read the question for you.
Read the question for me.
What does detachment look like for you in your life, and have you been able to successfully detach from a person or thing in peace? Like fully in peace, no drama, no nothing, like just in peace. And what does detachment look like in your life?
I was going to say, for depending on what I'm detaching from, if it's peace or not, and then also.
So the first part was, what does detachment look like in your life? So let's start there.
Detachment to me just means letting go of anything. Like, it's not healthy for me, not bringing me peace, not bringing me happiness or anything of that nature. Letting go of this negative, whether it's me, something I'm doing, things I'm doing, people around me, or anything like that. Just letting. It just means let go. Cleaning out the closet, like Eminem said. Basically.
Yeah. So when I ask what does detachment look like in your life, I don't mean like as far as like the norm. We all know that it means letting go of certain people, places, and all that. What I mean is in your life, not the regular norm. The things that you have had to endure with detachment in your personal life. Does that make?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to word it better for you.
Thank you. So it actually just, it depends on what I'm detaching from. Certain things it's a difference. Like, example, a coping mechanism for me used to be sex. And when I first detached
that's a lot of people's.
And when I first detached myself completely from sex, it was hard. I had withdrawals. I went crazy. I'm laughing now at myself because it's embarrassing but funny at the same time. But I went crazy. I did things that wasn't me. I shouldn't have done things like that. It was also unnecessary.
So your detachment was kind of like a craziness? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was a crazy.
Are you basing this off, I'm talking about your overall life. Are you basing this just off sex?
I'm saying basically it depends on what I'm detaching from or what that detachment's like. For that, It gave me that, like that craziness or whatever, because I still wanted to latch onto it because that was a safety net that I relied on for so many years to run to and everything like that. So I think it just basically brought out more crazy because of the simple fact I wasn't ready to let it go, but I knew I had to let it go. It wasn't good for me. But other things is I can detach from more, not really, I'm not going to say easy. Like, it's like family has been a roller coaster. It was back and forth. And then finally, when I recently fully detached, it was way more easier and more peaceful. And once I detached from the first set, the rest was actually easier. So some things is, when I detach, is easier to let go after that. It's like, it doesn't bother me. There's certain things it does. Like, it just, I guess, depends on what I'm detaching from. And I guess the symbolism.
I guess I would say for you, thank you for sharing that also as well. And sharing your truth. And we do have some comments for you. Keita said, we love you. I'm still glad that we can laugh at it now. Right? Keita said, we are proud of you and you changed so much. Thank you, Keita, because that's very positive. And we really need that from women. You know, we really need a group of women. Y'all know how us ladies do when we get together. It's all love. But I feel like we all could look back and laugh at some shit, you know, that we did, that we wasn't like either too proud of or, you know, that was just uneasy. But I agree with that. And also, Tika said, happy Friday night, ladies. Hey, friends.
Hey,
Love you. So I would definitely say for you, I'll make this a little easier for you. I would say, could you put into words your phases of detachment? Words. Like, what did you experience with? You said craziness was one of them. What else?
Yeah, craziness. Denial. Denial was definitely a part of it. A huge part of some of the detachments. Denial.
I think a lot of people deal with denial when it comes to detachment. And we have got to stop that, y'all. That's not good for us, okay? I don't do that. I'm so glad I don't. But when I was, it was wrecking my life. Please stop. Denial is not good. You got to live in your truth. Like Jay said, Jay, where you at, baby?
Yes.
You got to live in your truth. You got to, okay?
Denial
what
was
else?
a huge one because that was basically my coping mechanism so I didn't detach, so I can get back into that comfortability and that comfort zone. Ownership and everything, realization was also a part of it. Basically accepting your truth and telling myself the truth about it, whether I liked it or not, the harsh reality, and actually embarrassment. I will say embarrassment was a huge part, just looking back at the things I did or my actions.
Yeah, that sounds similar to Jay's. Like he said, the embarrassment that he was dealing with.
And that's why I said I could relate a lot to that, like thinking about the people not just me in the situation, some of my situations, I embarrassed other people or hurt other people, so me looking back at those things and having to look at it and face it is not always easy and it was hard, so actually sitting in that, basically hurting my own feelings and things like that, and thinking about and reflecting on it, it's a lot. It's more steps to it that I went through, but those are a lot of the main ones.
Okay, and quick question before we get to the viewers. Okay, we got y'all. Have you been able to successfully detach yourself from a person or thing in peace?
Yes. One person, and that was the only one I was able to successfully detach from peacefully, no issues, no drama. When that detachment came, it was smooth sailing. And I hope it stayed that way because I don't want to jinx myself.
Well, I feel like you're not going to jinx yourself because what is for you and what you will allow is for you. So you got to remember, even if these things or people come around, you have control over your own shit. And I want to let y'all know that because I have been attacked, not physically, well, thank goodness, but I have been attacked, verbally and mentally, emotionally. And, I was like, I'm not fucking with it. Like, no, I'm not about to give you my energy. I'm not about to give you my time. I'm not even about to engage in it. So just don't say you jinxing yourself because sometimes, I'm going to be honest with y'all, we got to be put in some of these predicaments where we are tried so we can see our growth. And I don't want y'all to take that with y'all because I had to go through that. So you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
That's true.
All right. So Jay has a question, okay? He said question for you girls. Once becoming detached from whatever situation, how do you move forward and shake the weight of it all off? How do you ground yourself in the new you? It's hard to smell the roses when you're in a garden. Okay, that was deep.
Yeah.
That was deep. I'm gonna let you answer that first.
For me, one of the things, like one of my biggest attachments was, I'm gonna say my family, which I've spoke about it several times on the show. And honestly, the best part about it and that made it easier to actually smell the roses, I will say, is finally opening my eyes and looking at the positive around me and the changes. Actually noticing and taking the time out to actually see what has changed since I detached. And the energy I had, the happiness, like my whole mood, my whole personality, everything changed. I had a different aura, and not just from them, just other things, except the things with myself and everything else. It started small, like it wasn't overnight. It was small steps where I noticed little small things about me, or like I noticed that I had more happier days, less mental health days. I started noticing certain things that I like more that I never knew about myself. I actually started to learn myself more and things like that. It started being small pieces, and for me to notice those things, it started making it easier for that detachment, because it's like I never got to experience this when I was attached to this or when I was attached to these people.
That's so true.
And
that is so true.
It basically made me want to continue to stay detached to find out, all right, this is something new and I like this. What else can come from this? Let me see what else would do this. What else will happen? And then the longer it got, it was more things, and it's like I'm in a whole different mindset. I'm thinking different. It's like, oh my goodness,
where has this been? Right?
I didn't know I was capable of this. Oh my goodness, am I doing this?
It's such an amazing feeling.
And then even when you start doing it, other people start noticing certain stuff about you and things as well, and they start noticing the change, and that helps. And then you start finally seeing those roses that's hidden underneath the tulips and things of that nature.
Thank you, and that was very deep, and thank you for sharing that. And thank you, Jay, for answering that question. And I'm going to answer that question for you, Jay. Once I became detached from the situation, like you said, whatever the situation was, how do you shake back from the weight of it all? It's really day by day. Honestly, every day is not going to be easy. I'm just being honest. Like, you might be happy one day, and then Tuesday you might be a little sad. The third day you might be angry. You're going to feel different emotions because we're human. We're not going to have the same emotion to anything at all unless we have, like you said, unless we have fully detached and we are past that, then we can only see one way. We're good on that shit, right? So I feel like for me, it was more so of one day at a time. You know, it was like, actually, you know, Miss D, she seen me go through some of these phases, Jay, didn't you?
Yeah.
You seen me where I was, you know, what was it? Like, what was like one of my main first stages? Was it like anger? It was like a lot of rage.
A lot of emotions.
Yeah.
It was anger, and I think
it was a lot of anger. It was a lot of emotions. It was so much, and every day.
And not to interrupt you, but hey, Octaviana, hey, Anita.
Hey, Octaviana, hey, Anita.
And I'm back, y'all.
Love y'all.
I had to go be a mom.
The track star is back, y'all.
I had to go be a mom.
We all know how mommy duty is for you, and you're such a great mom.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Without politeness now. I tell you about
we
that.
know. He made us say
So I wanted to finish answering Jay's question. So like I was saying, Jay, it was a lot of emotions, it was a lot of rage, it was a lot of anger. I felt like I wasted a lot of motherfucking time, okay? And I was angry, I was hurt, I wanted my time back. It was so much that I was going through for months. So again, Jay, it's not like a walk in the park, trust me. In order to get to that place, you gotta take it one day at a time, okay, baby?
Mm-hmm.
One day at a time. And honestly, how do you ground yourself in the new you, Jay? Honestly, I'm still doing that. I am still in that place of working on that because you don't want to be at a standstill where you're stuck on that situation or that whatever. So mine is more so trying to get myself unstuck, like just thinking in that, even though I have detached from it, it's like, okay, what's my next move? So I get what you're saying, Jay. I'm actually in that place now, in that stage where it's like, okay, the new you, where do I go from here? Because it's still like a situation. And I feel like, you'll know when you smell the roses. You'll know. Because you'll exhale and inhale, Jay. And you'll feel refreshed. You'll feel so much better. You'll feel at peace. And things will just be different in your life. You'll start seeing your blessings falling in. You'll start seeing yourself smiling more. You'll start seeing yourself doing shit more for yourself, loving on yourself.
Right.
It's just a whole different feeling. That's everything that I experienced. And I just want to tell you that. And Miss D, you want to say something?
Yes, about the grounding. I don't think you should ground yourself in the new you. I don't think you should ground yourself. I think that's how we sometimes get ourselves in those situations where we get comfortable and things of that nature, because we get grounded and then we get used to it, and that's where we start making that mistake and we don't move forward, and then now we got another issue with trying to detach from these things and stuff like that and continue to grow out. I feel like don't worry about grounding yourself. Just continue to want to do what you want to do,
day by day,
progress, and go day by day.
So what was the question? I heard it before I got back. What was the question that he asked?
So before you get to that question, Ms. Danielle, we want you to answer this question.
Right,
okay?
part 2 of it, right?
Yes. So you actually didn't get to finish because track star came. So we're gonna let Miss
No, I think I
answer.
did finish that one, but reiterate the question.
You did? Okay. So what does detachment look like for you in your life? Let's start.
Right. So I did finish that one. So as I did say, detachment for me was many ways, many faces, depending on my mood, my day, the time, you know, you name it. It could be.
What are some
It
things?
it could be happy. It could be peaceful. It could be whoo, sigh. It could be sad. It could be angry. It could be mad. It just depends on the moment for that. The second
So
part.
before we continue, what's one that you struggle with the most with detachment? That's a good one.
One that I struggle with as far as my phases. It would probably be.
Don't think about it. Just let it roll. Because you know what we think, it's not really always our full honest truth. And I learned that.
It would probably be maybe the maybe the sadness part of it. The sadness part of it. That would probably be the one. Yeah.
So before we move forward, Miss Danielle, because I keep getting her. So she said the sadness of detachment bothers her the most, right? So you said more. Okay, so have you never been able to just sit in sadness?
No, I don't have time to sit in sadness.
Okay, so yes, you do. You actually need to. Let me tell you why. You actually, Miss Danielle.
I might need to, but I don't have time for that.
You do, and see that's the problem. No,
I
you're laughing. No, you're she.
You explain to me how I got
But
time.
you do have time. You cannot do that, and I feel like that's what I had to learn, guys. You cannot say you don't have time to sit in your emotions.
I can't say that.
You do.
I don't.
No, you don't have time because you don't make that time. And we all feel like, oh, we're busy. We don't have time to be mad. We don't have time to be sad. We don't have time to do this. But guess what? When we don't sit in it, guys, I'm just telling y'all, for real. When we don't sit in it and we don't own our emotions in that moment on how we feeling, or shit, it might not even be that moment. It could be the whole day, days, weeks, months.
Right.
It doesn't do nothing but pick at us. And then we can explode. Because we didn't take that time to really honor our emotions.
That's if you know.
Well, you do have a habit of that. You have a habit of that.
You don't ever acknowledge it. I never said I don't acknowledge it, but I don't have time to sit in it. I don't have time
so
for
when
that.
I think when you hear sit in it, you're looking at it like longevity. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't have time to.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I do acknowledge.
I mean, please
it
don't.
At some point.
Now, I'm not judging if you do. Let me correct that.
Hold on, let me finish before you keep talking.
Because I don't want to.
I do acknowledge it at some point, but I don't acknowledge it too long to be trying to let it marinate now. I don't have time for all that.
Okay, so
now maybe I probably should set more time, but I don't have time for all of it.
That's not good, and you should go.
It might not.
And see, this is why therapy is important, guys.
Right.
And even though I'm not in therapy, this is a lot that I learned on my healing journey. When we do those things, because I used to do the same thing, like I don't have time to sit around mad. I don't have time to sit around, angry. You should make time for your daily emotions and what you're going through in life and how you're feeling. Because if you do not, it's going to continue to fester. And it's going to continue to honestly affect your everyday life. Because I know if I'm sad on a Monday and I just brush that shit to the back of my head, that sadness is going to continue to linger for days. Because I haven't acknowledged that. If I'm mad on Monday and I don't deal with that situation, it's going to linger.
Well, maybe for you it's going to linger.
It is.
I mean, I'm not.
No, am I lying? Can't we tell? Can't we tell when she's having an emotion? She does what? She brings it out on who?
I never been able
on others.
No,
Thank
I never
you.
been able to have my emotions. But what I'm saying is, hold on, I forgot what I was about to say. But what I'm saying is, I agree. You definitely should. Maybe acknowledge
your emotions.
And
for sure.
maybe seek some help if that's what you chose to do. But at this point in my life, I am working more on.
Yes, y'all feel me. You feel me, Keita. You feel me, Anita. Yes.
I don't have time for that. Period. Right now, I'm sorry.
But if you don't have time for it right now, again, it's going to linger. It's going to fester.
I don't feel like mine lingers.
It does. We see it, don't we? We
well,
see
y'all
it.
may see it,
So
but I don't
others,
feel
no,
that way.
no, but you can't do that. Let me tell
No,
you why.
I can't.
No, you can't. No. I'm gonna check
That's
it.
the
Y'all know I don't
denial.
hold
That's the
back.
denial.
Exactly, denial. Hashtag
the
denial. Denial. Don't deny it. Don't deny it. And before we move forward, because I gotta, before we move forward.
Well, let me just tell everybody that's watching, period, point blank, okay? I ain't about that emotional shit. I ain't got time.
But
To
see,
deal
that's
with
the thing.
it, okay?
You know, the toughest ones, y'all, that don't want to deal with
I
their
ain't got
emotions,
time. I gotta
be
keep
the
moving.
ones that's really sinking
I gotta keep
inside.
moving.
And when they go to a therapist, it's all gonna come out. So don't worry about it, y'all. Therapy coming for her.
But that's
She
the
good.
therapist is supposed to come out with them, okay?
But
It's supposed to come out with
it
them.
comes out with the therapist, but it needs to start at home.
It
needs to
is,
start
but
at home.
sometimes it can start at the therapist and then it can go to the home or it can start at different places. There's no set place.
Exactly, Jay. Get her, Jay. Get her,
What you
Jay.
say, sir?
Yes, thank you, Jay. Thank
Let me see.
you.
I can't see the screen. I'm
He
blind.
said, don't
Yeah.
feel anything.
Yeah, they all getting on you.
It
Get
does
her.
affect
Get
the
her.
next emotion experience.
Okay,
Yes.
Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you,
I agree,
Anita.
Jay. I agree.
Keto
But I'm just
effort.
saying, right now, I really don't make time for that. And I know I probably should. But I don't really have time. I never made time for that, honestly. Because I always
Well,
have
at
to
least you
keep
can
going.
own that.
I always have to keep going. I have things to do. I have things to take care of. I don't have time to sit there and all let
But
things
see,
fester.
before we move forward, because that's enough of Miss Danielle's not, engaging with her emotions. If you
Be quiet, Keita. Something's coming out now. Watch out, sis.
it is track star, stay back here. Okay. It is
Stop.
track star. Look. Okay, so track star came back. But yes, Keita, it does come out, and she will get you. Okay.
Yes.
But it's all love, of course. But I feel like when we brush it, like Jay said, when we brush it under the rug, it doesn't do nothing but continue to get worse. Like, it's not healthy at all. I do feel like Miss Danielle needs to realize, though, that her emotions matter. And because you have kids, because you have bills, because you have a life, that does not have shit to do with your mental state, okay? That has nothing to do with your mental
Yes,
state.
I agree. My emotions,
Okay, she back. Track star back.
my emotions matter. Yes, they do. And like I said, I'm at a stage now where I am taking more accountability to paying attention to myself, but it's not to that level yet. One day I will
One
get
day
there.
at a time. That's what I'm saying. One day
One
at
day
a
I
time.
will get there, but
Yes.
it is what it is.
Okay, so she's saying it is what it is, guys. Hey, Jamal, how are you?
Hey. So,
And yes, that is true, Antonio. A therapist cannot do what God can do. And that's why I said
Big
it
fact,
starts
bro.
at home. It
Big
starts
fact.
at home. But y'all have to understand, everybody who's watching this and everybody who will see this show, you have to accept your emotions, okay? You cannot run from it. You have to sit in it. Because I remember I used to run. And I used to be like, dang, I'm so fucking angry. Like, I was
but I don't
angry.
run. I don't run.
Well, you do, because we see it.
No,
Don't
I
we
don't.
just- Look,
No.
see?
No,
You
no.
see it right now. You just don't
Personally,
even
Yeah,
see it.
she don't
You
see
can't
I
it.
don't
see
run
but
from
you doing
mine.
it right
Look, she don't see it. She don't
I
see
know.
it.
From
Y'all
right
tell me
now.
how I run from it.
We ain't getting to that tonight.
No, I don't run from it. I just don't choose to maybe deal with it at that moment, but I do acknowledge it in parts of my
Well, I feel
don't
like
run
one
from
step
it.
at a time.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I don't run from it.
don't say you don't have time for your emotions, because if you don't, your emotions will catch up to you.
Right.
And
That's true.
that's so true. All right, she has one more part to answer, you guys.
And Jay said he relates to her though. When I have a lot on your plate, it's hard to recognize the emotion or getting it confused with hustle and bustle of life.
Yeah, that's her. That's her, Jay.
That's
for sure.
Jay.
She feel like she gotta go. Money, kids.
But
Mama.
also
And Anita said it will creep up on you sooner or later.
It will really affect you and break you down.
It will.
It will. We don't want you to crack, do we, viewers? We don't want you to crack.
No, I
okay?
can't crack. I ain't no cracker. I mean, like,
No, we're saying we don't want
I
that to
know
get
what
to
you're
your
saying.
business. Oh my
I know
God,
what
so
you're
like
saying.
Danielle, for you. Have you been able to successfully detach from a person or thing in peace? No drama, no negativity, nothing. In peace.
100% no, I have not. But in moments within the process, I have had peace. I have been able to take a little part of me and detach from those situations. So yes. So no,
Okay,
not
so
100%. But in moments as I'm going through the detachment, I have been able to have peace and acknowledge.
So do you know
moments.
detachment means completely done? That's what detachment means. So you can have those,
I don't agree with that. I don't agree that attachment is completely done. I think when you're going through that phase and those process, it can mean different. People can detach at different moments, and doesn't mean that all of them is detached. So I disagree with you.
So like
Okay.
that's detaching, like you're in the process of detaching.
Well, I'm gonna let her leave it at that because that's how she feels, and we respect everybody's opinion and viewpoint. But once you detach,
you're like breaking layers.
Yeah. But once you detach, you detach. That's it.
I also feel like, a lot of times. I also feel like a lot of times, I'm gonna say for me, I know that I'm detached, but it's things that's holding me back. Because I feel like...
Well, then that would be what Miss D said.
I feel like...
Detaching.
Yeah, I said detaching. Because I feel like when you can live without something, or you can go on without something...
Okay, track starts coming. Miss Danielle was going through it tonight, guys.
She can't get
So she's done. She answered her question. She'll be right back. But I do want to kick into what you said. Detaching is, like Miss D said, those layers of detaching from these things. Detachment, you completely washed your hands with that situation, that thing, whatever it is. Were you trying to say something real quick?
No, that's just what I was saying. I was asking basically if she was, basically what you just said, if she felt like she was detaching, like basically you're in the process of getting to that.
Because we slowly detach from things. That's true.
And then once you're detached, like it means you actually detached. There's no connection or nothing like that.
You don't feel anything. It's just nothing. So we're going to go ahead and get into the last question of tonight, okay? And I want y'all to all answer truthfully. Everybody that's on the show tonight, please comment. I just want to know. Does detachment scare you and why? Okay, I'm going to answer this. Goodness gracious, I'm tongue-tied. After talking to 10 customers today, that's probably what's happening. Does detachment scare you? And why? Detachment, for me, it doesn't scare me at all. I think detachment for me, it's more so of what's next. It's kind of like, I'm not scared to detach from anything, because I feel like the one thing that I never saw myself having to deal with detachment from happened to me. So it's like, I feel like since then, I can detach from anything. It's just all about what's next once I detach. And detachment is not easy. It's very hard. It is. So I feel like once you master detachment, do y'all know what our life would be if we mastered detachment from people? This shit will be smooth.
Can you ever really master detachment? The reason why I asked that.
Yeah, I think you can.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get this question out, because
no, I'm letting you go.
I get what you're saying. I completely agree with you. But can you get to a point where you have, as you say, quoted, master detachment so much that now you no longer know how to attach? Because some people can get so mastered to detachment that they no longer can't even interact and attach to someone. So can you really?
I feel like you should know. I feel like for me, yes, I have mastered. First of all, I'm not even gonna say I have mastered detachment. Let's make that clear. I detach from people quick. That's just me. Okay, runner, track star. See, I detach from people quick, and the reason why I detach from people quick is because I had to go through a lot at a young age, where it showed me at any given time a person or a thing or a place can switch up on you, harm you, hurt you, whatever. It's sad that I had to go through that at a young age. I did. I was 17, 18 years old. So that stuck with me, that trauma. So I am able to detach from anything. And a lot of people look at it like, oh my gosh, you're so cold-blooded, you're cold-hearted, you this and you that. But that's not true. Everybody who knows me know I love hard and I give my last to anyone that I love. And I'm going to rock with you as long as you rock with me. But once you cross me, all bets are off. I am fully detached from you. I want no dealings with you. And honestly, this might sound messed up, but you don't even cross my mind. You're not on my thoughts. I'm not thinking, oh, what happened to the family relationship? What happened to the friendship? What happened to the relationship with me and this man? I'm not thinking about anything. You are not in my thoughts. You're not in my life. You're not in my rear view. You're done. And I had to learn that at a young age. So I feel like we got to understand, though, people go through different things, and that trauma runs deep. So I feel like we can. It's not even about mastering detachment. Who really wants to master detachment from people or things that they love? Let's just be honest. Who? But we have to learn how to master detachment, because guess what? We are just here on earth for this experience. This shit right here don't even matter. I could go deeper and deeper into this, but I'm not. But this right here, me and her, this is just a relationship. Me and her, this is just a relationship. All this shit here is just an experience. We don't belong to nothing. We don't own nothing. We don't nothing. So once we master detachment, that is so important, because you know what? When Miss D passed away, guess who she's going with? Herself. When I pass away, I'm going by myself. Miss Danielle, she's going by herself. So we have to master detachment and understand that these people never belong to us. Hell, we don't even belong to us. Like, I can get deeper, but let's master the detachment while we can. Now, it's not going to be easy, but we have to, because none of us belong to each other. It's just an experience.
I'm not trying to master detachment. I'm trying to master self-peace and peace within whatever.
But I also feel like mastering detachment is not a bad thing. It can actually help you.
No, it's not a bad thing, but that's not my goal. My goal is...
That doesn't have to be your goal, Miss Danielle.
No,
that's not
what
I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we need to be able to master detachment. So if something is happening with your family, you need to be able to detach from them. Okay? Right. You're over here, snot up your nose, you're sitting in a corner in the dark, you're going through it. If you master detachment, you will be fine. Just like a relationship. Right. Just like when someone leaves this earth that we love wholeheartedly. Okay? And I can feel this in my soul as I'm saying it. That we love wholeheartedly. Had we learned how to deal with detachment better, a lot of our situations in life will be more smoother. Detachment is not as easy as we say. You know, letting go of my mom was hard. It's still hard. So I say this to say this: if we learn to, even if you don't want to master it, I wouldn't even say master. If we learn detachment, our life will be so much
I would say, in my opinion, and I never heard, but I would say learn coping mechanisms, coping skills. That's how I would learn it.
But even if you learn coping skills, which is a great thing, you should learn that, honestly. Right. Even if you learn coping skills, that's totally different from detachment. Because you can know how to cope with something, but every time you around this person, place, and thing, that shit can fuck you up internally. Because you have not detached from it. It's deeper than what you think. It's deeper than what you think. Oh my! I'm not fooling with this video.
We can play on there, you know.
It's deeper than what you think. It's deeper than what you think.
We're gonna move past that.
Move past it. You know, move past it. But I'm being honest. I'm telling you from self-experience. I'm being honest. Miss D, does detachment scare you, and why? Miss D, don't play these games. Don't play.
Girl, hush. Let me answer my question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Answer her question.
Anyway,
it was just a look on her face.
Because I was deep in thought, girl. You gonna leave me alone.
I didn't do anything, Miss D.
So, does detachment scare me? I feel like it does, to an extent. It doesn't scare me as much as it used to now that I'm finally learning to detach. But it still does scare me because I get emotionally attached and things of that nature. It just dealing with it or those emotions and still facing certain things, certain truths. So yes, to an extent, it does still scare me about certain parts or certain aspects, even if it's something I've learned to master on certain things to detach from. It's also that fear of what else might come into my life that I haven't mastered or detached, or what basically, I guess what's the word, obstacle or anything, or future detachment that I've never came across that I may have to detach from, that I've never experienced before. Will I be prepared for it? How will I handle it? And things like that. Like, so certain, once again, I guess back to that first question, unknowns bring some fears of that detachment. Do I think I can handle it and get through it? Yes, but I'm still human, so I still have those emotions.
Right. Okay.
Now, I just thank you so much for sharing that, Ms. D. Now, I do want to let you know that you did say that you will be able, and you can verify this, Ms. Daniel, you did say that you will be able to detach from certain things very easily. That's what you said.
Okay.
Yes, I will, but that doesn't mean emotionally I'm not going to be a wreck or upset or sad or anything or having those
But you
emotions.
just said from the unknown. Does that make sense? You just said from the unknown. You don't know how you would handle it or flow with it. So I'm trying to see the balance here.
Yes, certain unknowns. Like, I don't know any, like, certain
knows the
situation. Yes.
But she says she knows. Are you getting what
Like,
I'm saying?
You get what certain things, yes. Like, when we talk about, I can picture things. But there are certain things
But
that
you
I'm
do
not
know,
even
you do
imagining or even comes to my mind.
You do know it's a difference, you guys. It is a difference in, oh, I think I know about this situation, and then when you get into some shit, it's totally different.
Right.
It's totally different. So
Okay.
when you say these things you could detach from, you will not know that until you're in that position and in that predicament. You have to experience life experiences to know what
Right.
you, as your own human being, as Miss D, would do.
That's fact.
Yeah. But I'm not talking about those situations that I know. I'm talking about ones that I can't even, like, fathom in my head or even comprehend or think of. Like, yeah, we have our conversations, but certain situations that we might not even think of or come to mind that I may be put in, like, those type of situations of unknown.
Me personally, I feel like every life experience is unknown. Every.
Yeah, because you really don't know what
That's how I was about to say. You don't really know.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like every situation is unknown, but in certain situations, yes, it may be unknown, but you also know there's a 50-50 chance of something. Like,
Okay, I hear what you're saying too. Because you might be like, I'm just using a relationship example. I have this wonderful partner, and I know that they're amazing or whatever, but not knowing in the back of your mind that they had some creep shit with them, you know what I'm saying? So that's like the unknown, but you were expecting or thought you knew of what you knew.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Miss, okay, we have a comment.
Yeah.
Wait, did we read? No, we
No,
didn't read Jay.
Jay's.
We didn't read Jay. Yes, I'll let you read Jay.
Let's read Jay's. Jay said, hell yeah, I'm scared of letting go of me. The old me knew how to get through the pain, the joy of life, but how does new me do so? Letting family go, I've already came across blood who won't support mental health because of their own attachment. Shit hurts. My parents taught me some of the greatest lessons. Anything or anyone tried to teach me. So letting it go scares me from not knowing the value of my next lesson.
That was deep.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think I can relate to that. So, yeah.
I think too.
Yeah, I was just sitting here like, yep, Jay, you talking to me. Jay, you've been talking to us a lot tonight.
Yes, Jay.
Yes, Jay. You should have been on the couch. You should have been on tonight's show. Okay, Jay? Oh.
Yes.
You should have been on tonight's show, Jay. We need you on the show, baby. We need you on the show.
Jay.
I'm going to hit you up, Jay, to see if you, are you nervous?
Track
Star, you better leave us alone. Yeah.
So yeah, Keita said yes. I think she was speaking to what you said too. Antonio said she contradicted herself. He was speaking into your.
He thinks you're contradicting yourself, Ms. D. Do you want to answer that? Because we're real and wrong.
Well, we just basically he said.
No, we are. Ms. D, what?
No, we basically was just following up with what you said, where you said I was contradicting, which I basically just
I'm Miss D. I did not tell you were contradicting yourself. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Basically, you said it in a different way.
See how people do? People just put words in your mouth. They make assumptions.
Well, when you boil it down, it was similar to what you said. When you boil it up, but I basically just.
But it's all love. It's all love. So, track star.
Don't do it.
So
let me answer.
I just want to. Oh, you want to answer?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so let's go, us, Jay.
Go ahead. Jay said, just going through life again. I would love to be loved, y'all. I love to be loved, y'all. And the show is nervous, yes. Well, you know, everybody, come on, Jay. It's nervous.
Yes.
It's a whole different vibe from watching us. You know what I'm saying? And actually being.
But honestly, Jay, once you get here with us, we gonna make you laugh. You're gonna be so comfortable. It's gonna be like second nature. Right. Trust me. Like, so we want you on the show. Okay, just put you out there. Okay.
So reiterate the question.
So it's just does detachment scare you and why?
So it depends on the person, place, and thing in the situation. But yes, detachment can scare me, and also detachment can have me looking happy towards the future.
So it's 50-50 with you.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's good. It can be either way.
Because I'm the kind of person who loves control. And when that control is taken out of my underneath from me and taken out the power is taken from me, then it also scares me. I don't care if it's control of walking down the street, control of telling somebody to get up and clean up. It doesn't matter, or the control of me just doing whatever it is that I do. When any power or control is taken from me, that is also a form of detachment from me. And I do not like that, and that scares me. That's just a piece, okay? But I just want to
don't handle it very well.
I don't.
So we're gonna need you to work on that, because it's no reason why you think that you can control everything around you, because that's not
right.
The reality.
But it's deeper than that.
Okay, then you need to get deeper in the therapy chair and find out what's going on.
Because it goes
deep.
Therapy. It goes deep. Okay?
But honestly, therapy is needed, and it's nothing. Don't let people tell you it's a problem with therapy. It's a beautiful thing.
No, that's not a problem. I actually did therapy before as assignment for school, and you would be amazed at how much stuff came out that I didn't think that was hunting me or that was harboring me.
Yeah.
And like, hey, track star,
oh my gosh, track star, boy. We sorry, track star is really showing off tonight.
Track star is showing off.
He shushed us, but he got headphones on.
Okay.
Track star is showing off, but like I said, I could go deep into that, but I really don't chose to right now. But I do need to seek therapy I need to seek a lot of therapy, y'all. Let me just put that out there.
Me too. I'm okay with that.
That's a big problem for me. That is a part of detachment from me, because I can no longer control that scenario.
Thank you for sharing, and thank you for living your truth.
You're welcome.
So let's see if we got any comments.
Let's see here.
Keita said she loved it when she was on the show.
Yes, Keita, we loved it too.
We actually do want you to come back, Keita, because you were very comfortable. You were very confident, and we do want you to come back. But we actually want to do a debate.
Yeah, we want to do
a debate, and I think that she would be great for that debate.
And Jay, I think you'll be great for one of the men, okay?
Yeah, so we want to do a debate, you guys, and it's gonna go down. It's gonna be men and women, and we want to do a debate. But we'll tap into that a little sooner. Okay.
And he said track star lit tonight, and track star is lit tonight. Track star, we can go do something.
Track star is really turning up. It's almost his birthday, y'all.
It is. Y'all make sure on August the 6th, y'all shout out Track Star.
AKA Big Chubbs.
Big Chubbs. Or Dorian, okay? He's about to be 4.
Okay. So I just want to say
that yes, she in there. She did.
You will be perfect for that show, sis. But I just want to say, I want to read something to you guys tonight before we end it, okay? So, detachment, the feeling that you have of not being personally involved in something or having no emotional interest in it. And I'm going to read that again. Okay? Miss Danielle just had to run to catch TriStar. So, again, I'm going to read this again. I want y'all to have this sticking with y'all as y'all continue, and I'm also going to put this in our comments, okay? Detachment is the feeling that you have of not being personally involved in something or of having no emotional interest in it, okay? All right. So if y'all can see, the title of our show was The Laws of Detachment. And I want to read some detachment that y'all can take with you guys, okay? Allow others to be who they are, okay? That's the first rule of detachment. The second thing is allow yourself to be who you are, okay?
Yes.
The third thing I want to leave with you guys is do not force situations. When it comes to detachment, do not force. Another thing, solutions, this is deep. Solutions will emerge.
Woo. I agree. Solutions will emerge, and I also agree with what she just said, to allow someone to be who they are and you allow yourself. Because I have noticed through my journeys, especially this recent journey, that when you allow yourself to be who you are, you allow someone to be who they are, you really get to see people for who they are. Yes. And you really get to learn if that is something that you want to be a part of or something that you don't want to be a part of.
That's so true.
And that right there is a beauty. It might not look like a beauty because you're going through
so much,
whatever it is to be, but that is a beauty.
Thank you. And when I say solutions will emerge, I want y'all to keep that in your head. Okay, solutions will emerge, meaning everything is going to be okay. You will have solutions. You will have a way for these things to come together, for you to be complete and for you to make it through this detachment. Right. But please understand that solutions will emerge.
That is true, because just think about the moments that you've already had in life. If you are going through something now or have, just think about that specific moment that you might have thought that you wasn't
gonna get through.
Like you never saw, like, oh my goodness, it was, you know, and now you just like, I got through that. Like, yes, we're here now. I might not be where I was
fully there, but you passed where you was at.
Yeah, so.
And I'm gonna write these. I'm gonna write the laws of detachment in the comments, because I want you guys to take this with y'all. We all are growing and learning and healing together, and it's a beautiful thing. And this one right here is going to really touch y'all. Uncertain, excuse me, I don't know why I'm fumbling over my words. Uncertain is reality. Now I know y'all just heard that word. Uncertain is reality, y'all. If I get into that, I'm going to go all night. Uncertain is reality. It's okay. It's okay to be unsure. It's okay to be uncertain. It is your reality that you're living in, and you're going to get through it. Uncertain is reality. And last but not least, y'all, that I'm going to leave y'all with is embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace the whole journey of your detachment. Yeah. Whether it's ugly, whether it's good, whether you halfway there, whether you still back there, or whether you're at the finish line. Embrace it.
I agree with that. And that's why, and I mean, you know, everybody's different, but me, that's why I don't have any regrets in life. No matter what I've been through, what someone did something to me. I may not have liked it, but I embraced all my dreams. I don't regret anything that I did or whatever. Or whatever somebody did to me. I don't have any regrets. I feel like everything that has happened in my life has always been a learning experience to me.
Thank you, Ms. Hill, for sharing that.
But Tonio said, be careful with detachment. God will place you somewhere in a situation you will be uncomfortable with, and that's true. You do gotta be careful with detachments.
Yeah, it will.
Sheena also said it feels great when you can let go and be detached when it is needed. That means you let go and let God. Exactly. And she also said,
come on, Peter.
It's just adjusting that crown. It's just a start, and that's right.
I love it.
Just even if it's just a little bit, you know. Nita, hey sis, love you, girl. She said,
love you.
And you love yourself more when you allow yourself to be you. Exactly. That is true. You really do. Because you just feel like you can fight the whole world when you do that. And Keita also said in regards to Tonio's comment, she said yes, but sometimes you have to just jump into it even if you are uncertain. And that's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, I'm sorry, I had it backwards. And Tonio replied to her said, that's a leap of faith. So yeah.
Amen. Come on now.
Promise was question, but you know.
Yes. So I feel like this conversation was needed about detachment because we all have, of course, dealt with detachment. We all have faced our trials. We will be on tomorrow. Yeah, the day 2, we in here. We will be here tomorrow with another topic for y'all, okay? We want y'all to stay tuned. We want y'all to join us. We love y'all. Miss D, what do you want to say to them? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, hey, Derek.
Thank y'all for joining us. Love y'all.
And Keita also said, duh, you the heavyweight butter. Girl.
Yes, Derek, I know you're just now joining us. We love you. Thank you for showing up. You will be able to watch the show, Derek, after. Also on our YouTube channel and our website, okay? Miss D, what you want to say to them? We
and also make sure y'all send them stars if y'all up to them. Send them stars. Y'all know y'all can send them stars.
Send them, yes. Love y'all. Thank y'all for an amazing conversation. Yes. Everybody's put some good things out there to think about and everything. Like, it was a lot of love and positivity.
It was.
I feel like it was
Thank you, Jay. This is special thanks to you, Jay, because you was living in your honesty.
Right.
You were open, and we love that. We love people who could just be raw and uncut with the ladies of raw. I mean, that's what we're here for. We love you, Jay. We definitely want you on the show, baby, because I feel like you are just very bluntly honest, and we are too. So we want that on our show.
I just appreciate all the commentary.
Yes, I appreciate all the feedback and the honesty
that we get tonight and that we get on all our shows. It's very much appreciated.
Also, real quick, it is love. It's always love from the ladies of raw. We love y'all so much. But what I do want to say is, if you are our supporter since day 1, and you are
raw, baby.
Yeah. Hey, girl. So if you are a supporter and you've been following us for almost 3 years, because we literally, it's a blessing. I ain't gonna cry right now, but it's a blessing. We almost 3 years in with business. If you have been a #1 supporter and you are with Raw Nation, we are contacting all of our subscribers and our supporters. We will be giving y'all free merchandise. So please be expecting an inbox from our Kicking It Raw page only. Okay, we will get your size, but we will also have hats for you guys. We need y'all to rock the gear. We want y'all to send us pictures, rock the brand. We love y'all. Also, we are about to be in our busy season. Please stay tuned for what we got coming up in the community. Also, our Just Kicking the Kickoff winner for July is, of course, Isaiah Mason. Yes. So you got a choice. We can go get you your gift, or we can just send you the $50 cash giveaway. It's up to you. If you guys are not entering in our contest or sign up to our newsletters or any of that, you are missing out. Please do not miss out on anything that Raw has to offer, okay? Thank y'all for the love. We love y'all. And as we always say, hashtag Kicking It Raw, hashtag Raw, hashtag Raw Authentic Women, hashtag Raw Nation. Yes. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for dealing with my track star tonight.
We on one.
Bye. Love